Welcome to the Boise State Game Pants Esports Arena. You're watching our coverage of ECAC Collegiate Valorant. Boise State is looking to pick up a win tonight against Loyola Marymount University. My name is Jacob Jem Palmer, and I am joined by Vagar, familiar site for Valorant, to talk all about the new season that is upon us. Vagar, first time that we are back with the Broncos in Valorant since winter break, and they are sure raring to go. And we have some new additions joining us, not the least of which is the new duelist Neon, which is certainly making a big splash in the meta.
Oh yeah, she seems like she's going to be something to behold here.
Well, let's see overall how the event tonight will work for ECAC Valorant. This is a new tournament that the Broncos are just joining, and we are going to do a quick recap of the rules thus far. It is going to be a best of 3 with the home team choosing the first stage, and then the away team will get the choice of the sides. Pretty familiar. What do you think Boise State's kind of real strengths have been, judging on how they've done in the past? What are some of their favorite stages to pick?
Oh man, I feel like we always see good game from them on Icebox. They seem to it seems to be one of those maps where either you get it or you don't, and they just seem to always be able to at least do something even if the cards are against them.
Well, not just new agents, but also some changes to the stages have been brought in with some new layouts, especially on Breeze, and then Bind also getting a minor change, trying to help out a few of the attack and make it a little bit easier for them to push on site. So maybe we will see one of those stages brought up. We also have a few buffs. We are post Ares meta, the short wild ride that was, but we still have a few other buffs in terms overall of the Guardian and just some other kind of half-buy picks that Riot is trying to push right now. But as we look at the overall rules for this is going to be 5 of 5, best of 1, first of 13. Actually, no, this is a best of 3, actually. We actually have the true rules on the one camera there on the actual There we go. Thank you very much. And there's going to be best of 3. Home team chooses the first map. The away team chooses the side, with the losing team choosing the next map, of course. So they're going to have something up their sleeve if they lose that initial push. But the Broncos don't want to be in that position. Instead, they want to win right out of the gate. And how can they do that? Well, following Doc's keys to the game is sure a good start. And in Valorant, that's going to be focus angles and flank. Know your win condition. Count cards. Call abilities. Click heads. And I'm going to add one. Beware the overdrive from Neon. She is insane. That ult is busted. I'm still surprised Riot hasn't nerfed it quite yet. But those are Doc's plus one of Gem's keys to the game. Brought to you by Drop In Gaming, the premier online platform for gamers who seek competition. Play your favorite games to win cash and prizes through free and paid entry matches and tournaments. Whether you are new to the scene or a seasoned veteran, Drop In Gaming has the right games and competition for you. To begin your competitive gaming journey, sign up at dropingaming.com. Also, time to look at the opening lineup for Boise State. We're going to see who is necessarily joining the team. We actually have a new player. It's going to be Shells, Dreammaker, J-Bag, Panda, and Jabald. That opening lineup brought to you by Count. Count Identity Trust Global Network delivers real-time fraud prevention, account protection, enables personalized customer service for over 9,000 leading brands and payment providers. So we start off on Bind here. Sort of set the picture for us, Vagar, on what we can expect.
Well, so we got the attacking side first off. So we're going to have to see whether they're going to commit to an A push or a B push. This team normally likes to take a heavy A side, which it looks like what they're doing right now. Get a little bit of shower control, and then see if they can push up just inch by inch until they get a pick, and then they'll just all collapse in.
Well, we also see Neon is in fact being played by Dreammaker. The first time we're going to see her be brought out by the Broncos. And once that ultimate hits, I think you will see, Vagar, the sheer insanity that can happen. But right now, Boise State going to throw out a bit of util, trying to fight against that Sova Dart, which has been picked. Now, we do see here, this is the one change that Bind has had. Away are those 2 boxes, and instead, more of this sort of ramp setup that can make the team a little bit easier to peek out through the corners. Dreammaker picks up one against Loyola Marymount. Going to take a peek out from Panda. Just trying to get onto the point. Boise State seems like they're doing a good job so far with one pick, but it's evened up.
That's a very well-placed raise grenade.
Ooh, and a nice little pick onto Sprint, but Dreammaker's going to be all by himself, and 1v3, unfortunately, just a little bit too much to ask, even though Neon is a very good agent.
Yeah, Maryland did a good job there, just kind of giving up space, letting the utility get burned out by BSU, and then just retaking once they have the advantage. We see here they use so much utility. They get the smokes, they cover the site, and then they just backed up, wait for that to all disappear, and then they just collapse in again.
2 mollies, actually. Raises grenade, and also KOs proved to be Boise State's downfall there. So it's just one of those things you hate. You hate it when you're eliminated by something like that. But Boise State is just going to have to collect themselves, going to destroy that shock dart thrown out, also having to deal with these Astra smokes that are going to be thrown down. Throws out the Hawk from Jet, and is starting to mark where they think Loyola Marymount is holding these sidelines. Going to be caught out by a very well-placed shock dart. Panda already going down to 54. It looks like they're going to rotate as a result.
Yeah, I think they're thinking that they stacked A this time, so they're trying to just fake them out here. The thing with Bind is you have such fast rotations via the teleporters, so you gotta be extremely careful about that.
J-Bag going out through Hookah. It is already smoked down by the Astra. Boise State trying to get a few peeks, able to win against Chamber and his gun too. That's some nice classic. Gonna also be able to pick up an ultimate orb, but for now is gonna throw out. Gonna get a little bit of a peek there onto the Sova, but Graph Theory with the Spectre, yeah, against a classic, that's gonna be hard to defend. But overall, Boise State managing to take a little bit away from Loyola Marymount with that one pick. Overall, just with a complete save round. They're just gonna be saving up till round 3.
And there's the blind, and yeah, not much you can do in that situation.
Well, now Boise State clearly, was kind of saving up for round 3 there. That was one pick they were able to get, so for an econ round, that isn't the worst thing necessarily that can happen.
Yeah, they weren't expected to win that round. They got some good damage on a few of them, make them rebuy their armor. They got the chamber, so he has to buy another gun.
Boise State now all loaded up. All loaded up on Vandals, one Phantom, but still a few Econ picks for Boise State. So they don't have their ultimates online to make up for that too.
Interesting that they're committing to the buy here. They only have, I believe, 4 rifles and then a Sheriff on Dream.
Yeah, unfortunately, those kind of minor dings in your econ can really mess up. They don't want 3 in a row for Loyola. They're going to try to dash across that sideline. A throw up the fast lane from Neon, trying to get something on point. Going to plant near. Going to plant behind the vehicle there. They've got the plant spike down. Now all they have to do is defend. These Astra Smokes really proving to be a pain in the neck for both teams. Just such a strong agent.
Yep. This time they were able to just back out of there. They got the plant down and they're like, okay.
Oh, yes! That is a beautiful. Able to intercept that flank from Mary popping off. Instead, it's going to be Boise State who is popping off. But Spirit with a nice pick onto Shells is going to even it up. Trying to get 1, but peeks into 2. Jabal, though, look, with the triple, is going to only have 1 more. Is now, unable to take out Henry Pro. 3 minutes, 37 seconds away from being able for that spike to go off. Unfortunately, I do like that play from Loyola Marymount because Boise State, they were in the position where they could have just waited for the sound cue of the defuse spike and then just worked out. And so Loyola Marymount kind of recognized, hey, let's just take the peak ourselves.
Yeah.
Take out Jabald.
They needed to do that because it would have been heavily favored in BSU's side. Sadly, just the aim duels didn't work out. Jabald got 2 of them, but...
Okay, Dreammaker is now 1 away from the overdrive. So if that comes out, then sometimes the overdrive can just lead to an ace. It can be that good, but it can be stopped, but it usually requires like a 1-tap from a Vandal. Unfortunately, that fast lane is going to whiff. He's just going to commit to the play instead. I like that. We'll see if he can't get a quick pick and then start off that. Knife's going to be brought out also. Dreammaker able to get 1. Now has the ultimate online as he's bringing it out the overdrive. And there's 1, and now there's 2. Just point and win. I like it. The run and gun is strong with the overdrive, but it looks like this chamber is not quite going to make it easy. Might try to rotate. And again, the ultimate of this overdrive, you move so fast when it's online.
Yeah, that's one thing I didn't quite realize there. Just the fact that you can cover that much ground with it while it's as deadly as it is. Looks like Chamber's just going to save.
Yeah, just a save right here, which is fine. Boise State still gets their first win. Going to rotate away from the spike.
All right, that was a pretty good round, seeing as I believe.
Oh,
so close.
Oh, look at that is really unfortunate. Boise State gets their win, but look at their chamber able to take that eco on away from them.
Yeah, the first one was unfortunate. I don't believe they should have. They kind of greeted. They wanted to get that off.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
Well, that's just kind of how fun these teleporters can be, because they allow for plays like that. It's because of those teleporters that Yoru isn't, absolutely terrible on. It's the one map where you can kind of make some sort of interesting stuff happen with them. I'm not saying it's good compared against, how Neon and Jet is, but it's interesting.
It does the job,
Throwing out that Hawk, a little bit of Econ. Going to have the Recon Bolt thrown out onto Boise State as well as the Shock Dart. See someone up in heaven. Grab Theory is going to be dealt with by Dreammaker. We also see KO's ultimate is being used. Going to take Boise State's abilities offline for now. Now they see him. A double peek is going to pick out Henry Poe and Spirit. Great job by Boise State. Looking like they're going to continue their win streak.
Yes, such a good peek there. If the fact that they both peek out at the same time, that just shows how well coordinated they are.
I like the use of that satchel too. Uh-oh, that's an op angle that you're not going to be quite comfortable to pick. The good thing for Boise State is they don't have to get. Oh, look at this chamber!
No fear on that chamber's part. They just held the angle.
I think, yeah, there's enough time for Maryland. Man, that is insane. Boise State had a 4v2, but the sneaky plays from the chamber and Raze as well. I mean, she beat Boise State with a stinger.
Impressive. I think in this situation, Boise State just got a little too aggressive here.
That seems to be the main thing, is like they're able to make a good play, but it's just they're trying to get just a bite off a little bit more than they can chew here.
Yeah, like right here was perfect aggression, and then they didn't have to push up there. They could just sit back. They just, and their plan was good. It's just the aim duels didn't work out.
Now, Boise State, Cypher is going to have his ultimate available. One of the more tough ultimates to use. It charges very fast, but it can be hard to find the right time to use it, so you don't want to see them hold on to it for the entire round. Meanwhile, Dreammaker is going to go right through to Yuha here, try to use that Judge to get some quick picks, but is going to be silenced by the KO, so can't be quite as fast as he wants to be. Right now, Shells traveling around onto point right now. A nice spray through the fog is going to get Grab Theory, but Shells is going to be picked off. J-Bag with a pick onto Spirit. It's back and forth. 3 now with Boise State having planted the spike. They are not going to be aggressive this time.
3v3 here.
Oh! I thought he was going to pick up the ghost.
You know, they traded.
That's good. They traded. Now, all that the Chamber's going to have, the Chamber still has the op here.
They're holding the same angle here. That's smart. Nice.
There you go.
Now, the op's on BSU's side.
Yeah, that's a great thing to take away from Loyola Marymount University. And that's just the thing. I think once they, you know, had the spike down and realized they don't have to push up and try to flank them in their own spawn, in Loyola Marymount's spawn, then, you know, just play how you're supposed to, you know, take those defensive angles once you plant the spike.
Yeah, that's such a good job by Dream there with the shotgun, because he knew if I hold that close angle, she either has to fire it and blow us both up, or I get her.
Now look, if there's an initial peek out of Hookah. An attempt at a wall bang, just going to go and mow down Mary there.
Chamber not fast enough on his teleport.
And trying to get this angle, sees where the raise is, picking up Gilly as well. That is a very nice pick. Now Boise State has control of Hookah, is going to get stunned a little bit there, but throws the smoke down, is able to plant the spike onto B.
If I'm not mistaken, that was their own team's...
Oh, look at that, using the Judge there, Spirit. Boise State now knows that he is in Hookah. He's going to throw out his knife, is going to get a silence onto some of them, but a nice wall bang from Panda is going to answer that back. Op shot from Dreammaker as well, leaving only their Astra. And nice.
Excuse me. Just 2-tap right through the smoke, headshot.
It's that simple. What are you talking about? It's not like that's impossible for mere mortals.
Following Doc's keys to the game, clicking heads.
I know, clicking heads, smoke, who cares about that? Right now, Boise State staging a really nice rally. I mean, they were down 0-3, have made it 3-4 in the last few rounds.
Yeah,
they're
looking good. The momentum on their side here.
Now this is interesting. They're not placing their op over to Panda, you know, not giving the op to the Jet. Instead, Dreammaker thinks he can make some good plays.
Yeah, Neon theoretically doesn't sound bad with it, just because she can get to positions earlier than most characters. Kind of get that pick, but they don't have the dash to get out, so it's an interesting trade-off.
Throwing the dog through short. Unfortunately, they got to deal with that Astra wall now. It's going to make it a lot harder for them to pick up point. Gets stunned there by their own. We say it, unfortunately, stunning one of their members. But they do manage to get the plant down past the Astra wall. And they've set up their own smokes as well.
Oh, both Astra ults being popped. Looks like Shells may have gotten hit by that concuss.
Now here goes Hunter's Fury. One pick onto Henry Poe. Panda trying to keep it even, 3v3 with the spike down. They see one player is going to take an op shot onto Graph Theory. Spirit is next to go. Now all that is left is Mary popping off on the Chamber. And there it is.
Yeah, only one spot he can be as soon as you hear that. Yeah, I like BSU's not getting as aggressive when they don't have to anymore. I think they learned after that one round where they were trying to push into the spawn.
And kind of Loyola Marymount University kind of, you know, earning a little bit of respect, I should say, from the Broncos. You know, you're not going to roll over us. You can't just push into us. We will punish you, in fact, for that.
Yeah, and so BSU's just a little bit more restrained.
So now, once again, here goes the overdrive. It is run and gun time for Dreammaker. He's going to bring out the op first, try to
play, let's play.
especially since their chamber has brought out Tour de Force. We'll see how well that works. Knives be brought out. And that knife is going to be able to allow Loyola Marymount to know that Boise State is in hookah. An attempt there on the teleport, but the audio cue is going to give them away. Now Boise State is up 5-4. Also trying to still do some wall bangs there with that teleport. Oh, and that is a very clever teleport away. But due to that overcharge, Dreammaker just doing what that overcharge does. It gets kills, and he's already up to a triple. Looking for the quadruple here. Boise State just might leave it for him.
I believe the last was just... Oh, no.
There it is.
There's the quad.
Easy quad. Overdrive, easy quad. Sounds like a typical day playing Neon.
It's just the fact that you get so much speed and mobility with it.
Well, it really makes Neon also great, you know, not just a great character to play on attack, but on defense you're able to rotate around so quickly.
Just allows her so many more options that most characters do not have.
Yeah, very interesting agent that Riot decided. And I do like Cypher, you know, he does a very good job of catching out these sort of flank routes when you're on attack.
Yeah, I think it's going to be kind of put more of an emphasis on Cypher here, because we've seen a definite fall off in Cypher.
Gonna take a shot to the Owl Drone thrown out by the Sova. J-Bag Able pushing up through U-Haul, taking out Spirit. Boise State now has a more favorable position. Planting the spike. Jabal just doing work, picking up a double, a flank from Gilly, but is gonna get punished for it. Now all that is left is Mary popping off. Boise State is going to push up a little, but not quite as much. They're just going to hold the angles. Oh, and they're able to know where.
No. I'm curious on where Gilly flanked him from, because they had the two Cypher.
Yeah, I think it was. I think he just came up through A short behind them. Like he probably maybe took a route through Baths, if I was to guess.
Okay, the long con.
Looks like it's going to be a save there for Mary popping off. Keeping that up. Gonna silence that. Try to get another pick, and he does! Look at Panda here, putting even more of a dent in Loyola's eco here.
Unfortunate for that chamber. He heard his slow go off, and he thought he could take the angle.
Now we are at round 10, only 2 rounds left.
Oh man, every time I see the Speedway, I just think of poor Phoenix.
That's exactly what I thought the first time I saw the fast lane revealed. I was like, oh, here's Phoenix over here. He still has his one wall. Yeah. I mean, he can curve it, which I've never really seen used that much, but it's there, so I guess he has that. Recon dart thrown out as Boise State once again tries to go through A short right here. Ooh. Spirit with a flank, though, onto Dreammaker through Baths. Yeah, was actually trying to push up through Baths solo, and Spirit was able to take that away.
We gotta be careful, because now the KO, I believe, has an op.
Well, he has that, but is also going to have his ultimate available. Going to be able to silence a huge number of Boise State. They're going to go try to rotate in, maybe try to pinch in from both sides here. They're able to take out Gilly. Now here they go, trying to take out KO. Oh, Sova actually is there too. They all decided to go Baths. And it's working out for them. A pick from Spirit, pick from Grab Theory, and a final with the classic. To get that, of course, great skin animation there. A thrifty from Loyola University.
That was unfortunate.
Yeah, that was interesting. They all just kind of all baited them in.
They saw the two of them, like, oh, there's 2 of them here. And then they go in, and there's 3. I think there was there 3 or maybe even 4?
There was 3.
Okay. Yeah, they just all fell apart there. Just off the surprise factor alone.
Well, Boise State isn't going to have any sort of ultimates available. Loyola University before halftime here is going to have KO's ult. Throws out the bird. Watch out for Mary Poppins. Uses the teleporter there. Gonna throw up fast lane, but a peek out from Gilly is gonna take out Dreammaker. Panda here with the op, trying to get some sort of peek through Hookah here, but the Sova kind of knows that Panda is there. Not gonna take any damage though from that shock dart. Owl drone thrown out, gonna get another bit of information onto Boise State. They're just gonna try to wallbang J-Bag.
Wow, they did wallbang.
Yeah, wallbang shells there. And once they know where Boise State is, they're just gonna hold those defensive angles hard. Gonna try again, try to get an op. He's gonna get the Astro Smoke right in their face.
Well, be careful there with 13 HP. Any shot through that box is gonna get him.
Trying to bait out some sort of engagement. Loyola Marymount just get one pick. There's one. That's one they were looking for. Gilly. Sova's up next, and Graph Theory also falls to J-Bag. Now it's 2-3, a bit more even, but that Mary popping off still just being a very tough, a real spoiler for Boise State, I should say.
His pistol there, I forget the name of it. He's been putting it to work with that thing.
Yeah, I know, yeah. It's a great ability because it really allows you to be a lot more creative on the econ with your saves. You know, it's a better sheriff a lot of times for cheaper.
I've heard a lot of people actually compare it to the Guardian of all things.
Well, yeah, I mean, one headshot will do it. And you can aim down sights with it.
For what, $100 a bullet or something?
Yeah, $100 a bullet, maximum of 8.
Yeah, not bad at all.
Well, now we're going to go into the second half, all tied up 6-6. Very competitive for the Broncos here.
Yeah, we'll have to see how the defense holds up here. We have a Cypher, which typically is a little bit better on the defense side than the offense, so hopefully that'll be paying off.
Boise State looking to hold Hookah, but this peek here is one of the most common peeks in the game, so Loyola better be ready for it. They're going to double peek, which is smart.
Oh, they know they're back there.
Oh, the alarm bot playing into Dreammaker's downfall. You hate to see it. Now Boise State, their Panda and Shells are going to have their resources split between both lanes here. Just B-Lon is going to be taken advantage by Loyola.
Oh,
Gilly unable to take out Gilly. Some well-placed headshot is going to eliminate Panda. So Boise State is going to use the teleport to rotate around to B. Tripwire is going to be triggered, so Shell's going to get a little information on this KO. Pushing out, J-Bag takes advantage of that, taking out Spirit. Henry also, look at J-Bag with the triple. All that's left is the Sova. And they are able to take him out in quite a turnaround.
That flick from J-Bag was pretty crazy there.
Yeah, a flank through the teleport toward Hookah and some crazy flicks. Boise State just turned it around and now have their first win playing defense.
Yeah. That poor KO got hit by, I believe, both trap wires there and could not find the second one. He was revealed for so long that they were able to just shoot him through the smoke.
Which is, you know, that's the key thing that, you know, a good Cypher player is going to know, you know, the great places to place them. You always have to place them in, you know, different locations. You can't let the other team become complacent in guessing where those tripwires is. You have to be sneaky with them.
It's always ever evolving.
Well, the Broncos versus the Greyhounds right now, they have a small lead, 7-6. See Jabald over here, just going to throw out some early util on A short. Was going to get some information that some of Loyola's members are there. Using the fast lane here to push up, take a very aggressive peek over toward Fountain here in B. But is it going to be fruitful? Well, J-Bag certainly doing work overall towards A, taking out Henry Poe. Gilly is going to fall next. Jabald just content to hold baths here.
Oh, the headhunter paying off here.
Oh, it's going to go through, and that's a great play because Boise State really doesn't have anyone on B. They fully committed to A, so it's a clear lane here.
Oh, they know where the last one at least went through.
Yeah, I think he was actually in spawn, so we might have had an AFK, or either way, just finding a crazy rotation. Okay, but this chamber is going to have to do work. Mary popping off. We live up to your name here. Going to destroy his teleport. He's got to fight from one spot as they basically triple peek him right now. One is going to commit to the defuse, and there you go.
Yep. Valiant effort on the chamber's part. The fact that he got the plant down is very good for Maryland here.
Yeah, just get a little bit of extra credits, get that ultimate point. Team ace for Boise State.
Nice. Just show off the bird there for a little bit.
I think you see here. Okay, actually. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I was mistaken. That wasn't in their own. There wasn't an AFK. Someone was trying to rotate through Boise State spawn here. So it was the Jet with the Marshal. It looked like one of the Greyhounds was trying some sort of flank through Boise State spawn and instead got punished for it.
Oh, boy. Let's see what Dream decides to try here. Oh, nope.
Knife immediately going to be thrown out, taking away Dreammaker's abilities.
Ooh,
and a bit of a flank there too, or at least throwing out the Hawk through the teleport to kind of stun Dreammaker here. Still holding that all alone. Going to throw down the Astra smoke. Boise State trying to keep Loyola at bay. Dreammaker taken out by Gilly. Gilly, who has the Marshal, is going to take a peek out through there, use the dash to get away safely. Take another shot there, trying to click heads. Still having trouble with it.
Just holding these angles.
Gets the confirmation the blind, but it's going to go right into the KO blind as well. With State having a tough time defending A as well.
Oh,
and
unfortunate.
Yeah, they all rush towards A. That looks like that is the choice that they have made. J-Bank's going to try to get one here, unfortunately. Hits the shoulder instead of the head.
I believe he hit him twice there. So the Astra here is just sitting on 1 HP.
Shells picks up the ultimate there by taking out the Astra. Not sure if he's going to use it right now. It's still at a disadvantage unless Panda can maybe get a pick here. The Cypher Cam is going to catch him out there, though. So now they know where Panda is. He's just going to spray through the smoke and hope for the best. Here comes the Sova. He's actually getting to half there. Where's the Sova? There he is, and Panda takes him out to make it 9-6.
Nice. That's so smart to at least get it to half there.
Yeah, I was surprised because the Sova already sprayed toward the spike. So
I was expecting the Sova to be currently running toward him or something
right.
like that. Look at this. I would have either that or have swapped positions to like the triple boxes or something.
Yeah, you can see right there. There's the gunfire there. It's a little bit inaccurate, and then he just decides to take into defensive position.
And that was with a Spectre too against a Vandal. Oh man.
That's going to be a very nice play for Boise State. Basically, since they've started playing on defense, they've had 3 wins in a row. Going to peek out through Hookah and get a double with Panda as well. That is very impressive. Now has the view out for a third Dreammaker, picking up Graph Theory as well. Boise State looks like they are on their way to a flawless here. It's going to pick out Gilly. Not going to get their flawless. Hyperpo is going to deny them of that, but still very dominant from the Broncos.
BSU is just like, all right, let's get this round over with.
Which especially because when you're attacking, you always expect that peek out of Hookah. It is the most common one of the most common peeks in the game, and Panda is able to get away with it with some skilled use of the dash.
Oh yeah, they get the first pick, and then the Chamber tried to do the ego peek against them there.
Which is,
straight out.
I guess that's the perfect textbook example of why Jet can take very aggressive peeks that other agents can't.
Mm-hmm. Even Neon can't quite do that.
But is going to try to take one here next to the teleporter.
Looks like an A push.
Showstopper brought out from Loyola Marymount. It looks like they're going hard on A right now. They also have Chambers Tour de Force. Knives brought out from Boise State's Jet.
Got it. Just everyone chilling, waiting for the rest of the team to show up.
And for the spike, there's a scary op shot up toward heaven.
Looks like we're going to burn the Astral here.
Shells picks up Jelly, but Spirit with a double just spraying right through U-Haul right now.
That was very unfortunate. They just happened to be in the wrong spot at the wrong time.
Now Boise State is going to have a very tough... I think Dreammaker just might want to save here.
Yeah. It looks like they're looking for an exit frag to go out with. Someone's going to get greedy here.
But the question is, who is it?
No. Looks like they all just took the safe way out. Oh. Astra even went down.
Oh. That's something I definitely wasn't expecting there. Just kind of shows how much longer with her sprint, you're able to hold the point on the spike a lot more. You don't have to run away as soon to avoid the spike when it detonates.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of strange because you'd think at that point BSU's saving. So it was interesting to see that someone still went down to the bomb.
Going Astro, guys.
Well, as we saw there from Dreammaker, just 2 points away from that ultimate. That might just be a final finisher for Boise State to get them the match point. Gonna throw out the Hawk through the teleporter. Knife thrown out from Loyola Marymount's KO. So they definitely have a few people trying to commit to B, but Boise State also has to be careful in A.
Yeah, this little corner here has been really rough. They put Maryland burns so much utility to get anyone out of this corner that anyone sitting here is probably a little on edge.
Oh, and that's a nice pick from Gilly, basically using that op and that dash to get away with the pick like that.
I wasn't quite sure, but I think Gilly also had an op, so that is pretty big to drop their opper.
It's just that face op versus op that makes everyone sweat a little bit.
It's like who can click like a second or a split second faster.
Yeah, 100th of a second faster. Dreammaker also holding down from heaven is going to destroy that shock dart there, but now Loyola Marymount knows where Dreammaker is. He's just going to rotate out of there.
Yeah, smart. Don't just hold that same angle.
Looks like they actually are looking to go toward B here. Only Shells is right over there, but Boise State goes through the teleporter. Is going to pick up Graph Fury on the way. Henry picking up Shells, and Jabald, Mary popping off. Now it is 3v2. Still a chance for Loyola Marymount. They managed to get the spike down. A wallbang though onto Spirit, followed by Henry. Boise State retakes it.
Yeah, it was interesting. It was a smart play by Maryland, I think, because they sent the scan dart over to Heaven on A site, and then committed to a B push, and everyone was convinced it was A at that point, I believe.
And I'm really scared to see what Dreammaker has planned with this overdrive here.
Yeah, only up to 2 rounds if they win both of them to use it. So we'll see if they decide to hold on to it or just pop it right away and make some plays.
Yeah, just make a flashy play. Loyola Marymount has a little bit in their ammunition as well, having that Hunter's Fury tour de force, of course the Astro Wall. Gonna throw out the dog through A short here, try to see where Loyola is. Actually gets a lot of distance there. Throwing up fast lane, gonna take an aggressive peek toward the fountain here.
Oh, I thought they were about to...
Oh! Can't outplay Mary, popping off. Been a great chamber so far. It's going to have their tour de force. Has it available if they want to use it. Also trying to take a peek here through Hookah. They're going to throw the smoke out there. Make the job harder for Panda.
Get these interesting angles here. Little one and done.
And here goes Boise State throwing out the Seekers, just going to try to find out, and they're going to pick up Gilly as a result, so it evens out. There goes the blind, though, from the KO right out, and Shout's going to be picked up. They're just rushing A now as Boise State rotates over.
Oh, unfortunate.
There goes a very nice op shot. Wallbang 2 to pick up one of Boise State's.
Jabald still brought down 2 there. After he got flashbanged there, I'm like, oh, he's going to die. And I don't know what happened, but he not only did he not, but he picked up another kill.
Boise State is, Panda's going to decide to take a bit of damage from that shock dart if it means getting a very aggressive peek onto Baths here. They're going to go through, pick up Graph Theory. All that's left is Henry. Can he clutch it? Boise State is going to try to bait him out with the defuse. He sees that, but J-Bag is just better in the duel of the Astras.
Oh, man, that's down to the wire there. Such a good play by Panda and J-Bag earlier. They hit the defuse, made the sound, and then J-Bag peaks. Oh, yeah, I think we're going to see it here. Yeah, look at this. They coordinate the push because they know they're going to have to check on the bomb. He starts moving up and then just takes him out like that.
And sees just the shots right over the crate. Now Boise State at match point so far and has this overdrive from Neon, so might just try to end it in the most flashy way possible.
Yeah, let's see a nice send-off with this Neon ult. Do you know, does the battery drain down the second you pop it?
Yes, it starts doing it, but it recharges with every pick you get, which is insane, as they're just going to push aggressively through Hookah. I don't know if they see where one of Loyola is hiding here. It's hiding right in the corner of Hookah here.
I don't even know what happened there.
Neon's going to throw out her concuss.
Oh.
Yep, I knew it. I knew it. Spirit is right there. Now it's down 4-3. Boise State still being thrifty with their ultimates.
Spike's down in Hookah here. It's going to be a tough ask for them to get it back.
Throwing up the fast lane. Shell signals that he's got control over the spike right now. He's going to hold this angle. J-Bake also waiting in the teleporter. Just going to try to pinch in anyone who tries to go up through Hookah. This is going to be a tough ask for Loyola Marymount.
Popping the ult here. Just making it that much more difficult.
Gets a bit of information, though, off of that dart, but Schultz is ready for them, as well as Henry going to finish it off with the overdrive. A 1, a 2, and you've got a win. I think so. It just depends on where Mary popping off is, but still would have to go through Hookah to get that. Yep, I knew it. 1, 2, and you win Boise State.
To be fair, if anyone were to win that on Maryland's side, it'd be Mary popping off.
Yeah, did an incredible job. One of the sponsors of Boise State Esports is the Idaho Army National Guard, and they invite you to take your impressive critical thinking skills into real time. More than 10 jobs offering a $20,000 bonus and your degree of choice paid for. Idaho Army National Guard is one of the best teams to join out there. Reach out to them on Twitch at iGuard Gaming. So now, Loyola Marymount is going to have a choice to make on what stage they want to choose to try to put a dent in Boise State. But a great play all around for the Broncos. What stood out most to you there?
Oh, man, it's the double peaks. BSU is doing such a great job with these coordinated peaks. So, like, not even just peeking at the same time, which they did a very good job with, but, like, the one with Panda hitting the defuse on the spike while J-Bag peaked, and they just have been taking so many kills because of that.
Well, that's going to do it for round one. We're going to take a short break and then be back with round two, see if the Broncos can't close it out as they are on match point. We'll be right back with more ECAC Valorant. Please stay tuned.
Visit NationalGuard.com to begin your guard adventure.
Here are a couple lessons I've learned over the years. Friendships come in all shapes and sizes. And always buckle up. Seatbelts save lives. That's a rule we can all live by.
Welcome back to the Boise State Game Pans Esports Arena. You're watching our coverage of ECAC Collegiate Valorant. We just saw Boise State get a win on Map 1. Losing team now gets a choice on the second stage. Turns out it's going to be Icebox, so that's going to be very interesting to see how that turns out. But for right now, I'm still your host, Jacob Jem Palmer, joined by Hayden Vagar Doughton. Vagar, Boise State, it really just, it was very even when they were trying to attack, but once they got on defense, they kind of ran away from it, making it overall 13-7. So now, what are your thoughts on Icebox having been the choice from Loyola Marymount University?
Yeah, we'll have to see here. Icebox is definitely one of those maps where I feel like it's whoever has the better attack and defense. Like, if they do, they typically take a lot of rounds. So we'll just have to see which team performs better on one side. And we'll probably see kind of the same situation where one team's going to take a lot of rounds, and then we're going to swap sides, and we're going to see the other team taking a lot of rounds. So it'll be good to go and see.
Well, let's just get a quick recap of the event tonight again. This is the ECAC Collegiate Valorant Tournament, and this is the first round of the season, kind of the opening to the Boise State Valorant season. Rules pretty simple, best of 3, Boise State. The home team gets the pick of the first map. Away team then picks the side, and then whoever loses from then gets the choice of the next map, and of course, side chosen by the other team. So Boise State got the first win on Bind. Now we're moving on to Icebox. See if Loyola Marymount University can make a rally here. To do that, to make sure Boise State can kind of close this out, they'll have to keep in mind Doc's keys to the game in Valorant. That's to focus angles and flank, know your win condition, count cards and call abilities, and of course, click heads. Those are the Doc's keys to the game, brought to you by Drop In Gaming, the premier online platform for gamers who seek competition. Whether you are new to the scene or a seasoned veteran, Drop In Gaming is the right games and competition for you. You can play your favorite games to win cash and prizes through free and paid entry matches and tournaments. To begin your competitive gaming journey, sign up at dropingaming.com. And here we kind of get an overview of what Icebox has to offer. What are some key points that we want to watch out for here?
Oh, man. I believe, I forget which site it is, but the one inside the building.
A?
Yeah, A. I always forget which one it is.
Well, it's pretty easy to remember that A is inside the building, seeing as when Icebox first dropped, no one would even touch B. Everyone just rushed A.
Yeah. I think if a team can't hold A, then we're going to see a lot of A pushes, but if we don't, it's going to be a little bit more interesting. I feel like if a team can actually hold that on defense, we see a lot more variation in plays, like people trying sneaky mid plays or just solid B pushes or mid to A's even, and it tends to be a lot less just, okay, let's push A every game.
Well, one thing that is a little bit more certain, though, is we saw a view of B there, how wide open it is. That usually does demand a Viper pick able to push down that wall.
Oh,
And
hey,
indeed,
look,
we see Viper brought out from both teams there. Dreammaker, though, still making it happen on the. Boise State is going for 3 duelists.
Interesting. They're just
they just want they want their highlights. You know, they want their clips, they want their aces, and they're going to do anything in their power to get them.
Yep. Looks like they're just, okay, let's just win by all-out aggression here.
Now, Loyola Marymount University making kind of a more traditional pick in terms of choosing the Sova. A lot of great lineups. You know, just his sheer range and his abilities can really help you gather information on Icebox. Boise State already throwing out their first wall here.
Yeah, it's interesting seeing no one on BSU playing Sova. Normally we see Dream on it, but obviously one.
He's found a new main.
Sova no more.
I'm out of here.
But I wonder if the rest of BSU just doesn't have as many.
Oh, look at this aggressive here,
Wow.
just going right up here with this sprint, just going to try to flank out Loyola Marymount right off the bat.
We're like 6 seconds in, and it's like, hey, I'm in your spawn, guys.
Yeah, that's the pure. It looks like he's just going to try to pinch them in as they try to go through B here. J-Bag with the Viper trying to hold this down. They already gotten to point here. Dreammaker is able to take out Graph Theory. The flank is working. There goes the spike. Loyola Marymount, I'm not sure quite what you do here. Takes a bit of damage, is able to take
unfortunate.
out Dreammaker, but the distraction allows Shells to pick up Spirit. They're now ahead 4v3, trying to get a few shots over this Viper wall here. Boys State now.
Someone stick it.
Yeah, I like it.
Oh.
I like it a lot, and a nice headshot there with that Sheriff is going to allow Boise State to take the first round.
That flank was pretty insane. Like, just how fast you can get to the other side of the map with Neon.
Yeah, it seems like, you know, you always need those showy characters, you know, to make the great ace plays. And it just seems some agents, when the duelists are revealed, are just made to be top plays and just show plays. And once I saw Neon, I thought, you know, Riot wants another Jet here. They're trying to make another Jet.
Yeah. As annoying as it is to see them all the time, it'll be nice to have some variation from just Jet.
That is true. That is true.
Then again,
although the lineup here is basically what I see in most of all of my solo queues. It's just three insta-locks for Julas, Jet, Reyna, and Neon, and you're good to go.
Yeah, they're like, okay, we're just solo queuing this game.
Boise State trying to hold down Tube here. A shock dart through Tube is actually going to get a few damage onto Shells, but Boise State, they're just going to rush Loyola Marymount instead and just pick them all up at once, get their second win.
Yeah, not too surprising. Round two, the team that lost the first one typically is at the disadvantage here.
I'm trying to see it. Yeah, it looks like it was Jet there rotating out. No, it's actually Neon who just a very aggressive peek right towards Spirit. Even though Henry was able to get Dreammaker back, it was Boise State. They had momentum. They took it.
I really liked that Sage Wall there. It didn't quite work the way they wanted it to, but they placed it down halfway through Tube, and Jet could updraft and stand on top of Tube and look over into mid by standing on the wall.
Most of Boise State is trying to get A here, but it doesn't look like Loyola has that in mind. They might be going through mid here.
Pick.
There's the pick onto Gilly, though. It looks, in fact, Loyola actually has A on their mind here. So here comes Shells again. I heard a recon dart be thrown out there. Destroyed by Shells, but going to give Loyola a little bit more info. Ooh, and a nice peek there from Mary popping off. He's going to take out Dreammaker. Now Boise State is going to have a real hard time defending A.
Just creeping up here, looking for the cheeky pick.
One pick there is able to stop the plant from Gilly, but Mary Poppinoff pinches Shells back in through the other side. Going to move out onto point. And get a triple for JBag.
The Spectre just not really suited for that.
And that's great to have. You know, the first ultimate being charged is going to be Loyola's res. So that's a great ult to charge up that quickly.
Especially when you have two duelists on your team. Getting like Arena back up can almost count as 3 lives because she can just regen so much.
Well, this could be the start of Loyola's rally back. Shell's still taking a familiar position, holding down Tube here. Let's see, push the wall there, try to prevent the flank. Looks like Panda has bought an off and is trying to hold down some angles on A here with it. It's going to pick up one from Gilly, exactly what you want. There's also a Sova there trying to throw out his shock darts.
Let's see if they keep focusing on this objective, or see if they just back off now.
Looking at that X, though, it is right in the range of that op. Shells is still holding that down, so can't really res there.
Unfortunate. Oh, no.
Oh, but manages to do it. And do it successfully. Here, I hear the op be brought out, but it sounds like it misses. That's going to be a trade back and forth with both Henry and JBag being eliminated.
I really want to see the perspective on that. I thought there would be no way for you to res someone there.
Well, Mary popping off. I mean, they're going to find a way. One of the strongest players for Loyola, I would say. Dreammaker picks off to Spirit onto B point. Grab Theory is also going to fall. It's now down to just Mary popping off and that Jet that they rezzed. Who does have knives, but might be saving that for an eco here. Going to throw down the smoke. Just a random spray through. Another peek, and Gilly's going to get the pick.
Just not quite quick enough on that flick.
Dreammaker about half health here, is going to get some healing though.
Already got the overcharge.
But I don't think, yeah, they had to commit right there. They only had 10 seconds left, and Panda was ready with that op.
Yeah, at that point, it may have been better to have just tried to save.
Very true. Well, speaking of influential ultimates, I must say that the overcharge is now available to Dreammaker, which should strike fear into the hearts of everyone on Loyola. You know,
we got discount overcharge.
Every time that ult has been used thus far tonight, it's been for at least a double.
Yep. Between that and the jet knives, it's like they can afford to like.
It's like when I use Hunter's Fury and so forth, I'm happy to get one. Okay, you know, for like a lot of ultimates, you're happy if you just get one guarantee kill off of it. But Overdrive, it's like, no, I can expect at least 2.
Yep, it's just a powerhouse, no pun intended.
It's basically kind of the same effect as when Jet's knives still refilled after the right click. Because now it's just, it doesn't matter how you use them, you're going to get your ult meter refilled. Some knives being used both ways to trade back and forth. A lot of walls going up as well as fast lane. One Boy State's Neon Mary popping off with an op shot is going to take out Jabald. They have the op down. Boy State trying to regain some sort of sight here. Dreammaker holding that op. Going to take a shot. They're going to try to stick it, but Gilly's going to punish them for that.
Ooh, getting some chip damage down on Dream.
Still trying to make an op. I don't know if they go to save here. It does look like Dreammaker is going to try to do that. Yeah, they have decided to, we're going to let him have this one. Get a save. Going to have to be a little bit careful through mid here. Make sure that they're not caught out in rotation. I don't think they will be.
They're looking to catch them off a rotation.
Yeah.
Let's see here. This could be risky if they decide to exit mid.
Oh, no, they do manage to get Mary popping off, taking out Panda. But crucially, both members still managing to hold their ops. So the real prizes were not lost. Dreammaker's going to toss that off to the Jet there. Because I think, why would you not want the op if you're going to use Overdrive instead? I'm thinking that's my prediction here.
Yeah, don't want to run in with Overdrive and lose an op with it. So what are we thinking? 2 kills here, 3?
I'm gonna go 3. What's your?
I think 3 is pretty solid here.
This just shows how busted this ult is. Oh, using the Sage Wall as well, just gonna try to rush them. How fast can he get over there? Not trying to get caught out. Oh, unable to find that one there. There we go, there's one, and there goes the refill. He's gonna have to go up against an op here, but Overdrive can fight against an op once he sees the shot has been expended, trying to get a peek up here. And of course, your op is worthless at long range. I have Overdrive. I'm also gonna get a 3rd. And there you go, we were right on with the triple.
That was pretty cool with the Sage Wall there too. You saw the Jet peek, and they had no idea that they were that close.
I mean, this is insane. Look at the insane range on this ultimate. It does the exact same damage from all the way over here where an op would normally be viable. He just sprays them not even in the head, just in the body.
Yeah,
I'm just going to aim at your feet, and it's basically an op I can run with.
Careful here.
I'm still not bitter that Riot has made a completely busted ultimate, but I'm just saying it's not. It's the only ultimate where if we're predicting things, we're going to say, oh yeah, at least 3 kills, easy.
Yeah, that reminds me of when Ella first came out in Rainbow Six. It was just like, how many kills is she going to get before you bring her down?
You basically have to be perfect and get a headshot with a Vandal, be perfect in your accuracy. But even just the sound of her using that ultimate strikes fear into everyone's heart. A lot of fear for Loyola Marymount as Boy State is going to take away everything they have.
Oh, man. Yeah, it looks like that was just a save round. They were just kind of like, let's get it over with, maybe get a couple picks, so.
But even then, you know, that's not necessarily maybe the mentality you want to have with the save round. We have seen thrifty victories, and, you know, it can be a very big dent in the other's ultimate, so sometimes players just kind of rush, you know. They're going to say, we have classics, but we're going to rush, and it actually works out for them. It didn't work out for Loyola there, though.
Yeah, definitely an uphill battle, but it is doable. The cheeky op angle here. They got to make sure not to get the leg shot.
Just going to try to peek through here. Doesn't see anybody.
Just run up.
So Loyola Marymount has committed to A here. Panda with the op shot is going to take out Spirit. Op shot is going to be brought out from Loyola Marymount, but it doesn't look like it's going to do anything. Shells is actually going to use the ultimate there, which is a little bit curious for me. I mean, it still would have been 3-1. I mean, maybe just to make sure that he can pick up that op, you know. From what Loyola dropped, that was probably
the double op.
Okay,
so.
that's why you used it. I was wondering.
Yeah, it was a little questionable. I think if it wasn't for the op, I would have guessed it was just like...
You're in win more mentality.
Yeah.
But Boise State is skilled enough. I don't think that they would do that. Having a great round against the Greyhounds here.
Yeah, no. What? Oh, are they going to do the wall again?
Here.
Yeah, it looks like they do, but Shells is going to take the sneaky angle this time. Oh, and they find the Jet with their back to Boise State. Nice pick there. Also on to Spirit. Boise State finds themselves up 4-3. And now in that B hallway, Loyola is going to find themselves in a world of hurt, and an op in their face, which misses though by some more time. Is going to throw out the concussing shots and the fast lane. Also going to reposition very quickly here.
They got to be careful.
Yeah, I did see. Yeah, I saw Henry run past, and I was like, you do realize there's someone behind you. Dreammaker realizes it, gets a double with the op, makes it 7-2.
And they managed to pick up their second op, too.
I mean, Boise State is insane with the eco here. They have 2 ops. They're running all over the place.
Oh, man. That just the fact that Neon can just rotate that quickly there.
I mean, the halftime and the econ reset that comes with it cannot not be brought soon enough for the Greyhounds right now.
At least it isn't Ares meta.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I haven't seen any Ares really be brought out in the half by. Riot just unleashed a little bit too powerful a beast there. But still left overcharged to wreak havoc.
I like the sentiment of it, but...
Jabald here also having the Empress available. A lot of ultimates for Loyola Marymount. They're going to have Spirit taken away. Jabegeg holds down B and is able to get the headshot onto Henry. That's going to really limit Loyola Marymount's University with their Viper gun. That really eliminates their options in pushing here.
Oh, they're just going to ult it. Make him, if they really want this spike back, they got to earn it.
Yeah. I like that play. It's going to peek out through, though. Try to catch someone. Gilly makes him pay for that peek. Shells is able to answer it back by taking out Mary popping off. Still 2 members of Loyola Marymount. They both have an ultimate here. Oh, look at that. Headshot like that, taking out Gilly. Going to get information with that recon dart, but finds himself pinched in from too many Broncos, and that's going to make it 8-2, Boise State.
I like that play for Jabald. He took his shots and he missed, and instead of trying to commit for it, he's like, oh, they got it. I'll just take cover.
Okay, the Greyhounds have all 5 of their ultimates up right now, and they are just 2 rounds away from halftime, so you better use them soon.
I'm ready for a big play here. We'll have to see how well it does, but...
I mean, Mary popping off doing a pretty good job. You know, 12-8-4 isn't too bad a KDA until you look at Boise State and see that 3 of their members have 12 kills already.
I'm curious on a...
Oh, that's an aggressive dash, and J-Bake takes him out for it. Empress being used.
There's the res.
Quick res.
They got Jay back down.
I hear a Bulldog actually being used from Loyola, so it doesn't look like they were able to get a full buy here. With a few picks, they can make up for that. Jabald with the Vandal is going to get the shot right back onto Spirit. That op is going to get rid of Mary. The Viper tries peeking out, but it's going to have to deal with a double peek from Boise State. It's actually going to pick up the op and move to a safer position, Shells.
Ooh, Dream just a little too confident in that.
Now it's down to 3-3. It's still within the realm possibility for Loyola Marymount. It'd be quite a feat not having the Oh, no, they do. Excuse me. That was the res that was brought out from Loyola Marymount. So now that they have the Viper back, she can throw down her wall or the Viper spit to get back onto point. That's what's going to do, but being taken out by Shells instantly, that's going to reverse everything.
Shells popping off there out of nowhere.
Last round before the switch.
Weapon here.
See.
Gun here.
Yeah, I feel like Maryland had such a good setup here. I may have almost wanted to try a blind Hunter's Fury there to just kind of get some pressure.
Yeah, he moves in there. Just kind of predicts where he is. Of course, gets it. Now Hunter's Fury and Knives are going to be available for the Greyhounds, whereas Empress has gone online for Jabald.
Okay, we better hear the Jet Knives. Yep, there we go. Another
Jet Knives
interesting
being
wall.
used, yeah, but to get a better angle here on this op that Shells has.
You're a little exposed, but no one's going to be expecting you to be all the way up there.
They do throw off. Graph 3 throws out the recon dart, is able to take out Dreammaker. Oh, tries to take a shot there. In trouble, though. Is going to take a bit of damage. Has to heal up. Going to take another peek out with this off. Uses the Hunter's Fury and the knives from Gilly. That's the win that the Greyhounds were looking so desperately for. Unless with this Empress, Jabald can take it back. Doesn't have a lot of time left on it, though. So needs to get a pick right now if the Empress is going to keep going. It wears off. The wall thrown up there by the Greyhounds. Gonna do a double peek there. Boise State is so good at that. Takes out Gilly. Still 3-2 though. Not out of the woods yet. Throws out the eye.
I wonder, do they have lineups for this?
I don't know. Maybe they do. It's possible.
I think they thought they did.
Oh
they
no! Boise State actually is able to do it.
Player standing.
Wow.
It does.
I think they thought they had a lineup on it because no one was pushing up.
Those picks aren't gonna matter. It's halftime. Everything resets anyway.
Oh man.
I leave it to Boise State to find out a way to make a 4-2 work by just going to the spike and sticking it.
Yeah. I don't know what to say. They just stuck it, and I'm pretty sure they thought they had a lineup on it and didn't, and we're like, oh no, we got this, and then we're like, wait, why don't we hear the spike being defused again?
Yeah, it just wasn't enough.
That was very unfortunate.
Here. Here.
Looks like they're just gonna go for the classic rush A on Icebox.
Yeah, it never you can't go wrong with that until you go wrong with that.
All right, here we go, though. I don't know if Boise State is going to go wrong with that. They're just moving right now. Throws up the fast lane, throws up walls. They're just moving right onto the point, exchanging some fire with the Greyhounds right now. Wall thrown up there. Panda taking out Spirit. Now it is 4-5. J-Bag having a really fun time taking out Gilly. The peek out from Mary popping off, though. He's able to pick up one, but now with the triple peek from Boise State, they make up for that. Yeah.
I really love that plant spot. You set the
that is.
wall up.
I like that. That's creative. I like that.
And then for post plant, you can just sit back and just shoot through that wall.
Right, because it forces the other team to rotate all the way around. You would have to break so many layers of that sage wall down that you can't take it from the front.
Yeah. Wow. That's impressive. Looks like Shell's been really practicing these walls because the amount of walls we've seen that just change up how you play this map so far has been pretty insane.
Well, it looks like it's mostly all Spectres for the Bronco. They're just going to rush mid here and see what they can do. Just try to get a few pick up. The wall goes down. They're going toward B very fast. The Greyhounds, for a mascot that's known for being fast, they just can't keep up with the Broncos stampeding right over Loyola Marymount. Looks like they are well on their way to their first victory. They're almost to match point right now. But Gilly is going to put a little bit of a damper on that. Gets a headshot onto Shells. Spirit's going to answer back. Dreammaker answers back, mowing down Spirit. Just going, rushing them all in mid, and with the knife. Broncos, rude with the salt emote, rude with attitude. Match point, they're ready to take it home.
We'll have to see one more round here. Unfortunately, Maryland doesn't really have much to work with either. It looks like it's probably going to be like Sheriffs.
I mean, it must be nice when you have such a huge lead that you can just go, you know what, strategy? Let's just rush. We're going to have 8-10 opportunities to win anyway.
Yeah, no, they didn't put the brakes on for anything there.
Okay, throwing out that Viper wall through.
Getting these lineups going.
So they're insane right now with They are just taking these flanks from everywhere and getting away with it.
Oh, the double Guardian, though.
That's nice, though. That Guardian did get some buffs from Riot, so now it is 3-3. So the fun from the Broncos is almost brought to a halt with an almost ace there. Graph Theory doing a great job. So now J-Bag, it's all of a sudden gotten a lot more serious.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Now that Guardian play definitely surprised him there.
All right, but 9 opportunities left for the Broncos.
And now they buy the real guns. So
Yeah, now they buy
here
the
we
real
go.
guns.
That was almost an ace for
Yeah, on a
Draft
Guardian
theory.
too. That was hero play there.
yeah. Can't ask for more than that.
And is going to have the Hunter's Fury already all charged up.
That should be good. Delay the plant at least. Maybe give his team time for a full retake or something like that. It's going to be an uphill battle, but it is doable.
Looks like they're throwing out a few of those concussing shots there, trying to take a few of these angles on A, but Gilly gets the first pick onto Panda. WCC still looks like they're going through to A, though, as they throw up the fast lane and the Viper wall.
Clearing these angles, just taking their time.
There goes the Hunter's Fury. We were talking about that, trying to stop that plan. It's going to pick up shells as well. But Dreammaker is
Dream has
evening
the
it
ult.
up. It's a hit, though. Manages with 29 health to still fight back and get away with it, but it's still not going to be enough. Graph Theory and Spirit getting another for the Greyhounds.
Yeah, the Hunter's Fury was so good right there. Just taking out the planter. Shell's got it down, but died for it. Then
Now
I think everyone just got a little aggressive there.
Now there goes the Emirates. You know, the ultimate problem is, though, it's only a matter of time waiting for the overdrive to be online, and then Boise State has it all locked up.
Yeah, he had it last round, but I don't think he popped it because he was at 29 HP.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, that's the smart move. It's like, how much value are you going to get?
I see. Look where he's lined up, though, on B. Does he just use it and rotate through B faster than Loyola can think?
We go.
We will see.
Looks like Boise State's going to do a split push, trying to make that flank work out even better.
There's the wall.
Ooh, but they're going to know. Okay, uses that ultimate. Now let's see how it uses. How is the headshot ability from Loyola Marymount going to be? They managed to get 2, though. But look out here. You've got Knives and Overdrive flanking you from behind. That is frightening right there. And he manages to do it, though.
Wow, Graph Theory has been on
This
fire.
Sofa, yeah. 3 wins in a row.
And I'd say all 3 of them were on his part.
Yeah, he's doing insane there. Which, again, you know, it is strong, the overdrive, but, you know, one headshot from a Vandal will stop it, so.
It's just the window to stop it is small, but it is there.
He faced down a Knives and an overdrive at the same time with his Vandal and won. That is major props to him. And also Mary Popanoff, which has had some great plays as well.
Oh, yeah.
Boise State still has 3 ultimates, though, and a crucial res, so basically a 6v5 if they play it right. Going to throw out the eye as well as they rush towards A, trying to take the peak, unable to do it there. It's going to do some firing through the smoke right now. Boise State going to plant right away. Is going to trade 1 for 1, make it 4-4. Viper's Pit also going to be thrown out, make it even harder for the Greyhounds unless they can get a quick pick onto the Viper. Goes for the aggressive Brez, is able to get away with it. But Mary Popanoff is fighting back. It's 3-1, though. I think the Broncos have it.
Empress.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
Okay.
Okay.
It looks like they're like, okay, let's dial it back.
Yeah, Mary Popanoff, when the Broncos get too aggressive, been one of those players that's skilled enough to punish the Broncos for it. It's going to have to make the play, though. Not a lot of time left.
Interesting. We got the knife out.
Oh, look at that. Look at that sneaking there. I was expecting them to be there, but I don't think there's enough time. Now going to want to make one final play, and of course with the knife to end it.
Unfortunate.
A characteristic ending to Boise State's dominance in their first game for the ECAC Collegiate Valorant Tournament. Starting the season off right, going 1-0, and based off this, I think we've got a great Valorant season ahead of us. It's going to be fun. Well, Boise State brought to you by Drop-In Gaming. Drop-In Gaming, the premier online platform for gamers who seek competition. Play your favorite games to win cash and prizes through free and paid entry matches and tournaments. Whether you are new to the scene or a seasoned veteran, Drop-In Gaming has the right games and competition for you. To begin your competitive journey, sign up at dropingaming.com. So now is about the time where we kind of look for a player of the game, and it's kind of hard because Boise State basically had 3 duelists in Icebox, all looking out for the same play. So, you know, if you want to make a big splashy play, you know, Dreammaker obviously making great plays on the Neon, very strong agent to pick right now. I wouldn't be surprised if he's the chosen pick.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to disagree with that. Literally, I think we had a single time Overdrive didn't get any kills.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
You had your quad.
Oh, here we go.
It looks like it is going to actually be. Looks like we got the name wrong here, but I think from the feed we can kind of devise who it is going to be. It actually was Jabald, and that is really nice because Jabald actually on the Sky, just one of those players that it's always nice to have a player that's always reliably doing their job, and that's kind of what a character like Sky is doing. You know, always getting that information for you, always there to heal you up. So, you know, it's the flashy plays that get the highlights, but reliable players make teams.
Yeah, you can't get those flashy plays typically without someone to hold the team together and make those plays line up for them.
Player of the game brought to you by Idaho Central Credit Union, who believes a great player makes a team more successful, just like Idaho Central is helping members achieve financial success. Jabald is your ICCU player of the game, and congratulations to him for claiming that. Well, that looks like it is going to do it for the Valorant tonight. Any closing thoughts that you have, Vagar, on a very explosive opening to the season?
I see what you were talking about with Neon.
Yeah.
That Overdrive, just crazy. I thought at the very least, like when I saw it like cross map sniping people on that flank, it's like that thing doesn't even have a range cap on it. What are they thinking?
Yeah, it was it's beating ops, you know, at the long range game while running and gunning at the same time. It's insane.
In case it wasn't good enough already.
Right. Well, but the Broncos certainly are good enough to get a win there. It's going to be great to see what they do throughout the season. That's going to close it out for Valorant tonight, and we're going to be leaving you with the top 5 plays of the game brought to you by the Idaho Army National Guard, who invites you to take your impressive critical thinking skills into real time. More than 10 jobs offering a $20,000 bonus and your degree of choice paid for. Idaho Army National Guard is one of the best teams out there. Reach out to them at iGuard Gaming on Twitch. But for now, enjoy the top 5 plays of the game from the match you just saw. Around onto point right now. A nice spray through the fog is going to get grab theory, but Chelsea's going to be picked off. J-Bag with a pick onto Spirit. It's back and forth. 3 now with Boise State having planted the spike. They are not going to be aggressive this time.
3v3 here.
Oh! I thought he was going to pick up the showstopper.
You know, they traded.
That's good. They traded. Now all that the Gilly unable to take out Gilly. Some well-placed headshot is going to eliminate Panda. Boise State is going to use the teleport to rotate around to B. Tripwire is going to be triggered, so Shell's going to get a little information on KO pushing out. J-Bag takes advantage of that, taking out Spirit. Henry also, look on defense, they've had 3 wins in a row. Going to peek out through Hookah and get a double with Panda as well. That is very impressive. Now has the view out for a third Dreammaker, picking up Graph Theory as well. Boise State looks like they are on their way to a flawless here. It's going to pick out Gilly. Not going to get their flawless. Hyperpo is going to deny them of that, but still very dominant from the Broncos. Boise State is, Panda's going to decide to take a bit of damage from that shock dart if it means getting a very aggressive peek onto Baths here. They're going to go through, pick up Graph Theory. All that's left is Henry. Can he clutch it? Boise State is going to try to bait him out with the defuse. He sees that, but J-Bag is just better. When the Broncos get too aggressive, and one of those players that's skilled enough to punish the Broncos for it. It's going to have to make the play, though. Not a lot of time left.
Interesting. We got the knife out.
Oh, look at that. Look at that sneaking there. I was expecting them to be there, but I don't think there's enough time. Now going to want to make one final play, and of course with the knife to end.